Wow, someone is giving me assignment to make videos on widows who want to remarry as second wife. So I laughed in my language and I said, those who are widows that they want to marry, they want to remarry as second wife, why can't they remain unmarried and take care of their children? Because according to this woman who sent this on my DM, I she has made herself clear that the widows who want to remarry as second wife, and I don't want to go beyond the boundary of our request that the widows want to remarry as second wife. So the question is, who is the man that will take them as second wife? Will the first wife of that man allow him to take anybody as second wife, whether widow or whatever? You understand? We all see what people do to those who remarry or who got married to men who has been married before. We see what their eyes have seen even here on cyberspace, and many of those people that we talked about on cyberspace, we are talking about them because they are social media people. What of those who are not social media? Have you seen what the eyes of second and third wives see in the hands of people? Have you seen a situation whereby even the man himself and the first wife will become an enemy of the second wife? The man will have forgotten that he was the one who took that woman as second wife in the first place. The woman that has this message, please, I'm sorry, I supposed to have covered your face, but the app that I used to cover, I didn't know how that app disappeared on my phone. I supposed to have at least cover your face. So that is it. As for me, I think widows should just remain unmarried, because the wahala of you remarrying again, because it's obvious a widow of 4 or 5 kids might not get a single man to marry. Many of them will want to be a second wife, according to this message that this woman sent. But the woman who has been with that man before, are you ready to take the problem the woman will give you? And many of the time when I see people dragging all this second third wife, I used to imagine that ṣé dandan gan ni, why can't they even remain unmarried? Because if you see the wahala tó ń fojú àwọn second third wife yìí gan rí, you just discover that maybe it's even peaceful to just remain single. I don't know the reason why people are running away from singleness. A lot of people can be single for many reasons. Some people became single because their husband passed on, just like a widow that I was told to make a video on. Even though I will still work on it, because me, I don't just open camera, I don't just come on the screen. I will have worked on it, but this is coming from me, that personally I think widows should just remain unmarried. Sincerely, some people were single because they've never been married before. Some were single because probably their husband, they had issues. Some were never married, they only have kids. Whatever, I think it is better to kuku remain single. Because have you seen the wahala tó ń fojú àwọn second third wife rí? Because at times I will just sit down and imagine that all these people don't drag báyìí gan, kí ni kókó ọkọ gan? Many of the ọkọ tó ń fẹ́ ṣe second third wife yìí, àwọn ọkọ gan ti gbó now. Àwọn okó tánṣẹ́ lọ jòkó tí táwọn kan mọ pariwo lé wọn lórí gan, okó nǹkan ò gbádùn mọ́, okó 50-60 tó ti dẹnu kọlẹ̀. So as far as I'm concerned, this is my own opinion, I stand to be corrected. Widows should just remain unmarried. Most especially if God has blessed you with kids, just take care of your kids. We understand the fact that we live in a society where we are the one that will be hostile. We are so hostile to the singles, and we don't want them to be married. And you know that we don't want them to be married to somebody who is married before. And you know that the single guys who will be willing to marry widows or single mothers are not much. You understand? So, but one thing I've discovered in this life is that whichever lifestyle that you find peace, just remain in that lifestyle. It could be singleness. I see no reason why the religious bodies are keeping quiet about it, especially Christianity. Marriage is not compulsory in Christianity. Seriously, Jesus himself said that it is not everybody that will marry. But I don't know the reason why the religious bodies are hiding that one. They are only celebrating marriage as if it is the passport to heaven, or it is the salvation itself that will take us to heaven. Anybody that her husband died or passed on, the person should remain single, take care of her kids. I'm telling you, as per nature, as per urge, desire, emotional stress, and all of this, it is not a feeling that cannot be controlled. As far as I'm concerned, but if you are ready to be a polygamy woman, to go and marry somebody who is married, because this woman who wrote this message now, she's saying that widows who want to be second wife, to who? Have you seen what what they use the eyes of the second third wife to see? Ṣé ẹ ti rí nǹkan tó ń fojú wọn rí? There was somebody that sent me a DM níjẹta. The lady is a single mother of two, and she has been preparing that she met a man and they are preparing for introduction November. She just told me that Sister Bose have cut off that engagement. Ó ní kí ló dé? Ó ní gbogbo wàhálà tán ṣe máa ń drag àwọn second third wife. Ẹ̀mí òun ò gbé. She just disengaged from that man because òun ready láti ṣorogún, wọn á máa ṣe single mother òun lọ. So making video, fine, it's an assignment. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to, there is a place where they normally do meeting for widows. I can go there, administer questionnaire, ask questions and all of that. But I want to believe that the best of the best of the best is us to remain single. Let them continue taking care of their children, because if you say you want to go and be second or third wife because your husband died, at the end of the day you later find yourself to blame. Because when you keep women together, women don't love themselves. This is not a discouragement for those who want to be second or third wife. If you have the capacity to if you dare to be second or third wife, or if you think you have the capacity, it's not a discouragement for you. But I'm just saying, in my own opinion, which I stand to be corrected, widows should remain unmarried. Let them stay without husband. It's not a compulsory thing. It's not a passport to heaven. Some people that have low self-esteem, those who don't have confidence in themselves, and those who are incomplete, they believe that without a man they can't live their life. Those are the ones that because they are not personally happy, they attach their happiness to human being. Unfortunately, there is no human being that can give you happiness. Happiness comes from God. So if you think that as a widow it is from your attachment with another man that will give you happiness, that will give you joy, you have not yet discovered God. You have not discovered the place of God. When you find your happiness in God, your life is saturated with the love of God. Then you know that any other person that is coming to compliment you. Yourself, you are saturated with that love and grace that you want to give to the other person. You are not looking for the other person to give you. But when you get to a stage whereby you believe that you can never be happy except somebody, the opposite sex stays with you, then you have problem. You understand? Because being second, third wife, either by a reason of you losing your husband or by reason of any logistic, have you thought about it? Have you thought of it that even that man that married you might eventually become your enemy? Have you thought of it that the first woman, probably she might have left that place before, she'll come and call you boko the oko, that she herself, she has lost her place in the mind of that oko. Ìgbà tó bá dé ló tó máa tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sọ wípé ó wá gbọ́kọ òun. Ṣó already gbogbo yẹn? Torí mi ò mọ tẹ́ ń pọ́n. As far as I'm concerned, èmi ò mọ tẹ́ widow, ó ti probably she had children. Kí ló ń wá kiri? So it all depends on your intention. This is not a contradiction to other things we have said before, but I'm saying that if the widow has bímọ, what else are you looking for? Fine, if you are able to get a single man, and even if he's a single man, whether he's a divorced man or he's a widower, etc., open your eyes very well. Hope is not a gold digger that will come and take everything your father, your late husband has given his children before he is dead. Are you sure that man is not a gold digger? There was a case we treated recently that the widow, she remarried to a single man. I think the man is a divorced man like that. That the husband that died left a whole lot of property for his children, and at the end of the day, the new man is saying that the woman should go and change the name of the document, the company, the farm. The man has about 4 or 5 houses, 3 big farms, and a lot of companies. The man left. The new husband is saying that the woman should go and change the name of all those documents to his own name, to the extent that the woman is now the one looking for how to just let the man just go away. This is a 49-year-old woman, a woman who is already 49, and you already have 3 kids, and your late husband left a whole lot of property for you and your children. Kí ló tún wá kiri? I don't know. Because as far as I'm concerned, Widows who want to be second wife, do they want to, are they ready to do all this rivalry orogun of a thing? Are they ready to do it? Because somebody who is a widow, probably he doesn't have a rival from the husband who passed on. Bóyá òun nìkan lọ́kọ ẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ yẹn fẹ́ tí ò lórogún bẹ́ẹ̀ tó wá fẹ́ lọ sí second wife ń sìn, the woman tó ń fẹ́ fẹ́ lẹ́yìn, are you ready for the battle? Because tó o bá tiẹ̀ rí gbogbo nǹkan, fine, we understand that offline we don't see, but online, have you seen the trauma, the wahala, the trouble they give those who married a man who has been married before, even here on this cyberspace? Are you ready for all of that? Have you thought of it? Torí mi ò mọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sá fún singleness, mi ò mọ tí singleness is the best life. Oh, ní ẹnì kankan tí ó mọ̀ dà ọ́ láàmú, you have time to focus your life, to focus your career, to focus everything other thing, you have time to think. Tó bá ti wù yín oko ní kẹ́ ẹ máa hán káàkiri. So that is it. I'm going to work on it, but not anytime soon because I'm busy right now. But at least widows who want to be second wife, we will try and work on it. Then probably in few weeks time we are going to drop a content on that. Thank you. Then as I've said, I don't think that even people see this sister's face. Nobody will see her face because mo fẹ́ try láti cover her face yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ mi rí app tí màá fi cover. So I made the screenshot from my, I think it's on my TikTok DM. All right guys, thank you.